In today's Umamusume video, we have a very cursed tier list that we're gonna go through. If you know of the Sakura Bakushin O and the Sakura Chiyono O GIF, we're gonna be going over the Umas that I think would fit into either the licked, the liquor, maybe both, maybe neither, and then maybe very special circumstances. If you want to follow along, I pulled all the characters from this website. Now I will be using this video, link will be in description, of course. But if you set this to release date, you set it to ascending, show upcoming characters, we'll be going through, and then you can potentially find who you want to look for if you want to look for a very specific one. But we're going to be basing this off of like vibes. I'm going to be using this video so that way I can see their full outfits and just kind of get a vibe from them and then go from there. So this will be our tier list. I will see y'all at the very end of this because we have a lot of Umas to go through. So let's go ahead and get started. If you do like the Umamusume content, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Now let's go. So Haru Urara. Yeah, we're way too wholesome. This is such a crazy start. I believe, me personally, she is going to be one that is a neither, because I just feel like way too wholesome and it's just way too like, you know, ain't nobody gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We go protect. We go protect. So for Haru, she's gonna start us off in the neither category. Fukukitaru. Oh, Fukukitaru gives a both. Fukukitaru would be both just on the sheer fact of, from the very little that I know, she could be like, oh hey, we're in the time for like, yo, Shiroki-sama said maybe it's this, the winds of fortune say this, and then da-da-da-da. Very much could go either way. I think it'd be either way, very easily. Megito Ryan gives the major, at least to me, gives major licked. 100%. She's gonna be our first one in here. She's definitely got those vibes of like, yeah, I ain't finna be doing that, but you go do that to me type thing, you know what I'm saying? That's the vibes that I get from Megito Ryan. Next is gonna be Sakura Bakushin O, of course. This is the whole reason why this video even came about. Oh my goodness, old Bakushin O. We've got Nice Nature. Now I'm gonna be real at Nice Nature. Ooh. The canonical third place. I do think, just based off of what we see here, I think this little motion right here sets you up perfectly. I feel like because of that, she would be more of the licked, but I do think I could see her going on either one, so I'm gonna have to put her in the both category. Next we have Winning Ticket. Oh. Okay, Winning Ticket is going to be our first special tier, because I don't think she would let anybody just do that to her. But if it's Narita Taishin or Biwa Hayahide, I feel like she'd let that happen, or she'd do it to them. But I don't think she'd let it go for anybody else. So I'm gonna put her into our special tier. King Halo. Oh, dude, let's just be real. That's perfect licked. That's perfect licked. Let's just be honest with ourselves. I feel like just based off of her animation and just based off of the things that we saw there, I feel like that's just perfectly material, and I feel like she would be like the type of character. So 100%. Agnes Tachyon. Oh, 100% both. 100% both. She's gonna do it for the data. It doesn't even matter, you know, the scientific experiments, we go figure out one way or another, right? She's 100% going into both. Next up we have Vodka. Now this could be very weird, because I was gonna say she's gonna pair with Daiwa Scarlet, but I think Vodka would be the type of Uma that would say like, yo, this is reserved for Daiwa Scarlet only, but I ain't finna do this for nobody else. Maybe they would trade places with Daiwa, right? However, for Daiwa Scarlet, the big tsundere type deal, I think she would go for both, but for anybody. So I feel like it's that big tsundere vibes, the big like, oh yeah, you know, we big chillin', like, you know, princess type stuff, and then and Vodka's just like, nah, you know, you the one and only, you know, and that's just what I got in headcanon. Gold ship, oh yeah, gold ship, 100% troll. So gold ship to me, 100% is gonna be both, because yeah, I do think she would go for both, because I feel like she would troll McQueen to do one or the other, and then do the opposite to McQueen to troll her again. Just to be like, oh, gotcha, played a prank on you. Like, I could see her doing that 100%. Now, El Condor Pasa. El Condor Pasa, I don't really know. I feel like it would be like a very special case just between her and Grass Wonder. Maybe that's like, you know, because they big homies, and maybe she'd be like, yo, we could like trade, you know what I'm saying? We can trade. But like, I think it would be like just for Grass Wonder, and then probably nobody else. Maybe like a Suzuka, maybe like a special week, but like, I really think she's just there for Grass Wonder. We have Air Groove. Oh, Air Groove. Hey, man, I think Air Groove is a very odd one. I don't know really based off of that how I would rate that, because it's like, I feel like she would probably troll. I feel like she'd be the one that you least expected of, like, you know, that prim and proper, like, we ain't ever gonna do neither one, right? But then I feel like on the DL, maybe she'd be like that for like a Rudolph or something like that, you know? I feel like she on that DL liquor vibe. Super Creek, okay, let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Super Creek, we playing Google Babies, let's just be real, you already know she's got that vibe on her. Grass Wonder, now, Grass Wonder, I feel like, has the pairs very well with the El Condor Pasa, where it would be like, maybe El Condor Pasa, maybe one or two other Umas, and like maybe one person in specific, if they're watching the video, they know exactly who they are, and like, I would totally see it being either way, whatever they'd prefer, right? But I do think Grass Wonder is like a very special case, and wouldn't let just anybody like have that, you know what I'm saying? Maya no Top Gun, let's just be real. I think she's like, oh, I want to be an adult, da 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 da. Man, shut up. Be quiet. You know what I'm saying? You're not about that life. You're not about that life. You gonna be neither. Aiki Shuttle. Oh. Oh. She literally said, do it or else. Do it or else? What do you... Ogre Cap. I feel like Ogre would just be kind of there, and she would really only care to like be the licked. I think she'd be too busy eating, or just like too busy spaced out. I think she wouldn't care. Yeah, she probably wouldn't care. She'd just be like, sure, and then just continue eating, as long as it doesn't stop her from eating. Suzuka? Suzuka, I think it's like a very special case. I think she would be more so of like, I'm too busy running to do one or the other. That's all I have on my mind. But like, if randomly, like on a day off, or like you gotta catch her like at the perfect time, maybe, right? Maybe she would go either way. But I just feel like that's kind of neither here nor there for her. It's just all about timing. Right time, right place type deal. Rice Shower. Rice Shower, I feel like would be like, oh no, it's like bad luck. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Let me make it up to you. I think it would be that, so she's a licker. It ain't even, it's just unfortunate for her. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Marazensky licked 100%. I mean, even look at her pose. Look at her pose. She's ready. Timbali Rudolph. Oh, 100% licked. Not even a question. Rudolph, I feel like, is there. She's got that aura. She's just like, yo, I'm the best of the best. I'm the president for a reason. I ain't finna do that. But y'all finna do that to me. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I feel like she's got that level of, like, aura, of, like, vibes, where it's just like, yeah, nah. Step up, who's next? Who's next? Type of deal. Special week. Oh, 100% both. It don't even matter. It don't even matter. Special week, hey, if it's Suzuka, if it's, like, somebody else, she'd probably just be like, alright, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she's easily both. TM Opera, oh, the easiest both I've ever seen in my life. It don't even matter. She's like, hey, this is gonna be like big, like, you know how she is, the big theatrical vibes where she's be like, oh, ho, ho, here's this, I'm TM Opera, ho, and then it's like, ha 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 ha, like 100%. It don't even matter. It don't even matter if she's not in both. Because I do feel like there would be, like, specific Umas that she would, like, do that for. I think she'd be, like, a licked, but I do think she would be more of a both. Biwa Hayahide. I think she's gonna be licked. Because it would just be, like, really, I feel like she could, you know, outsmart and be like, hey, you know, I know you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Here you go. Bang. I think that's where she would fit. Gundam Bourbon. Gundam Bourbon is an interesting one. I think she's too mechanical. She's too robotic to really care or to really know what's going on. I don't think she would do either one, honestly. Oh, McQueen is getting trolled so hard. McQueen's getting trolled so hard. Look at this. She's got those elegant vibes. I ain't doing it. But then Gold Ship comes around, and then she gets trolled. And then she's like, what do you mean? Why are you pranking me? And then she follows through with it, right? And then she'd be like, I would never do that. How would you ever think that? And then while she's like this, Ghost should be like, and just gets her. She's like, ah! Oh, I think it would be like that. The Anime McQueen. Anime McQueen, I feel like the Anime McQueen, based off of that, I feel like could be a little bit more like grounded and assertive. So she'd be like no, or she'd be like yes. You know, I don't think she would like fall prey to like the trolls, like the trolls that Gold Ship would do, the pranks and such. I think she'd be fine. Oh. Heyo, she's 100%. She's 100%. I think she would be both, because the way that she's like Omega, like, yo, the prez, you know, with Symbolic Rudolph. But then I think she would also like be like hee 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 hee, and she like play the pranks, right? I think she would join Gold Ship with the pranks on McQueen, and potentially obviously other Umas, but she's 100% both vibes. Oh, based on that, I think, yeah, I think it's still both. It's still both for me. Okay, if I've ever seen a unique or an ultimate skill that is just like so prepped and so like ready to go as Curran. At least so far, she is 100% a licker. She's like, she's traveling planets. She's ready. She's conquering planets. You know, she's bang, got him. You know what I'm saying? She's ready. She's prepped and ready. Narita Taishin. Narita Taishin. I really think she would be a special category. She wouldn't do that. She'd be super like tsundere, but then like winning ticket pulls up, and then like she's like, oh my gosh, okay, and then Biwa Haihide maybe like outsmarts her type deal, but like low-key she's prepped and ready, and she's just kind of like, man, low-key I probably would be the licked rather than the licker. I'd probably put her here for like very specific Umas, of course. Smart Falcon. I feel like Smart Falcon, because she's like big into the idol thing, she's probably gonna be neither. You know, that front face of like, nah, I ain't about that, this and a third, like I ain't even finna worry about that. But then maybe behind closed doors she does both, but then also she could do neither. So like it's way too ambiguous to know, because I don't think she like gives off either one of the vibes. So I think she's just more so like, I'm way too focused on being an idol right now. I don't know why I'm at this Uma running school, but I still want to be an idol. Very, very wishy-washy. Narita Brian. Oh, that's 100% licked. Dude, that's way too like, that's way too opposing, I guess, if you will. She ain't finna turn around and just be like for whoever, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's very specific who it would be for, but I don't really see her giving off those vibes. She's 100% licked. Wedding Air Groove. The one, that special day, right, where she goes from the licker to the licked. For Wedding Maya Top Gun, I don't see those vibes. I just don't see her like that. I don't see her like exuding anything to say one or the other. Saiyan Sky, I feel like would be both. She would lean more towards licked, but I feel like, you know, she would like maybe be trolling, maybe she'd be like taking a nap, and then she'd be like, and then, you know, go on with her day. Bishi Amazon. Bishi Amazon, ooh. I feel like could be like a very special case of like only specific Umas I'm gonna allow to do either one, right? But I think it would be very, very specific. I don't know anything about her, but I feel like it's just, she's got it like that. Okay, what went through my head was, yo, she's chopping and punching and kicking so she can go be the licker. Oh, jeez. Not like this. Healer Grass Wonder. Licked and be healed. 100%. Fuji's a player. Fuji is a player. Fuji is so much a player. I could see her being both. I think she would be more of a licked, but I think she would be both. Gold City. Wow. Gold. Okay, this to me, like, I have no idea why I thought of this, but Gold City gives the vibes of it would be a privilege for you to do that to me, and it's just like, okay, like I don't know what gave those vibes, but that's just what I felt. Summer special? Oh yeah, that's totally liquor vibes. That's 100% liquor vibes. For Summer Maruzensky, let's just be real. We licked 100%. Meisho Doto. I think she's got that very special case. Very special case. Obviously, the TM Opera O, you know, but I think it would just be like under extremely specific circumstances to where she would be like, okay, but otherwise I don't think she would. She doesn't give off any vibes unless it's TM Opera O. Asian Flash, really? That one's a tough one because, I mean, just based off of that, I feel like she would probably be fighting them off of her. I feel like she would be licked, but you know, she's fencing and she's like swinging around like this to get them off of her, right? So I think it would happen from time to time for very specific Umas, but I think it would be like she doesn't like, she's like tickless, and so she's like, no, please, no, like she's just fighting them off, right? I don't know. She gets very, very, very odd, with that unique at least. Full armor Fuku Kitaru. Full armor Fuku Kitaru. I mean, we're just playing even further into the like, into the luck, into this, into the, you know, the her whole thing, right? I think it's just amplified from her 1-star, I guess, actual character. Hishi Akebono. Ooh, Hishi Akebono, I think would be licked. I think she's so intimidating that if she asked, they would just do it out of fear. Okay, that's not even a question. This is the biggest liquor vibes I've ever seen. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. The number one simp, the number one fan of every Uma out there, yeah, 100%. She's the liquor. It ain't even a question. Halloween Rice Shower. I feel like Halloween Rice Shower is 100% in the liquor. Like, where her normal one, I feel like gives off, like, you could potentially see one or the other. I feel like this unique animation and like with the vampire outfit, I feel like that is just major grounds for liquor vibes. Halloween Super Creek. I mean, I don't really see Super Creek getting out of the, like, Goo Goo Babies, the Boo Boo Babies allegations. I think we all know that she's gonna end up as the licked. I just don't see it being any other way. Okay, hold on. Yo, okay, the reason why I was laughing is that it'd be a special case. She don't want the armpit. She wants the forehead licked. Oh no. She's like, okay, here, if this is what you want, but I'd rather you just go after the forehead instead. Oh no. Oh goodness gracious. Manhattan Cafe, just kind of based around that, I feel like she would be the liquor. She would be like tricked into it. She'd be trolled into it somehow. Cause like, I mean, she's already following this like random ghost, and now you're gonna sit here and tell me that she's just gonna be the one licked? Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Festival Gold City, 100%. I feel like just exudes the same, but more amplified. The same way that Fukukitaru would go both. I feel like it's even more of a privilege. You know, you're even luckier to do that, right? Now for Rudolph, Archer Rudolph, that's actually kind of funny. Because I feel like with that, I feel like you could go either way. Maybe somebody gives her like some task, and she's like, hey, I'm alright, bet. Beep, 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 you know, with the bow and arrow. But then, you know, I could also see her being like, hey, I just saved you, or I protected, you know, the village or whatever, right? Type of deal. And then like that would be the reward that she looks for. I could see her being both. Tosin Jordan. Tosin Jordan. I don't think she would care. I don't think she would care. She's too busy like looking for the nails and all that good stuff. I just don't see her caring. I can't pinpoint one way or the other. I don't think she cares. Megiddo Dober. See, Megiddo Dober, I think she got me last time. Where I thought she was like, oh, you know, this, and then maybe she wouldn't, like, you know, this, that, and the third. Maybe she wouldn't make it that far, but then maybe she would. Maybe she'd get trolled, whatever. I feel like she would be both. I feel like depending on who it is, she would be both. Yeah, 100%. Christmas Miwa Haihide, I think is gonna be licked. She just doesn't give me the vibe of being a licker. I just don't see that. Very, very oddly enough, with that unique animation, I feel like it just felt so one-dimensional. Like, you give me this vibe and that's what I got. That's what I'm clocking you as. Okay, I can guarantee you right now, it's neither. She does not care. She is eating, she got a whole turkey leg. She does not care. Fine motion. Fine motion, 100%. Too princessy. Licked. She wouldn't ever do that. I don't think she would. Tamamo Cross? Tamamo Cross both, 100%. I think I could see a world where I was gonna say, actually, even though she's like super strong and like a really good racer, I think that's just a front. I think she'd be a licker. Actually, I'll take that back. She's a licker. That's both. That's just so genuinely both. That is just normal TM Opera O amplified. New Year's Haru is neither. I just don't see that. I don't see anything like that from her. Sakura Chiono O, aka the other half of the reason of why we're here. The old Chio no O. Yeah, she's 100% a liquor, obviously. That's the whole gif. Asian Flash, Valentine's. We're actually getting her very soon. I feel like she would be like, hey, I just did this up. Like, here, bon appetit, bang. And then there you go. I think she'd be licked. I just don't see Gundam Bourbon doing either one. It's just the but you know, obviously based on the vibes, like she's just so like, I don't know, the expression from the Uma, I just don't feel like is there. I don't think she's about that life. I think this is Megiddo Arden. Based on that, man, let's watch that one again. I oddly think that she would be neither. I just don't think that she cares. Like, I feel like she's just low-key in her own world, and she's just kind of there. I don't think she cares about that. Like, yeah, 100% I don't think she cares. Admire Vega, 100% both. Like, you could say, like, Yoshi's flying down, and, like, she's the treasure to be licked. Or she's flying around from planet to planet, kind of like her and Sean, to be the licker. I can see literally either one. Mambo! Matekane Tannhäuser. I think she would be... I feel like she's too much of, like, in a very silly way, a klutz. Yeah, I feel like she'd be a licker. She got the licker vibes, 100%. Kira-san Black, I think, is a very special case with Satono Diamond. I think Kita would be licked from her, and I think she'd be okay licking, but if it's with Diamond. But I don't think she would be the licker for anybody else. I think she would be the licked. And then I think it would potentially probably be the opposite with Satono Diamond. Yeah. Yeah, I could totally see that. So Satono Diamond would be the, like, very only, like, let Kita lick her, but then the majority of the time everywhere else she would be the licker, if that makes sense. So they're like, their main thing would be like this, right? But then if it were for each other, they would do either one. So that's why I think they're like in this special tier, special case. Who are you? Megiddo Bright. You're gonna have to watch Megiddo Brights one more time. I feel like she would give off like the Ara vibe, but not like the like older, mature Ara, but like the same age Ara. I feel like she would just be like the licked. I could see her. Yeah, I could see that. Now, this is a very interesting one. I think where she would be a player, you know, and she would be both in her normal outfit. I think she would more so go for licked in this outfit, just because, like, I don't know, there was something there. There was something there that kind of gives that vibe. Where Saiyan Sky, I think, would be both. I think that is more grounds for her being a licker. I have no idea why, but I just feel like she'd be the licker. Nishino Flower, I feel like she's just too in her own world. She was literally running upstairs and then ran into this random field of flowers, and then we're in like this mountain. Like, what? Yeah, nah, you in La La Land, bro. Yaina Muteki. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like Yaina Muteki got her eyes on the prize, and she's a licker. This is that, like, I feel like that trope, or that, like, that bet where it's like, hey, if we win the championships, like, can I go out on a date with you, right? I feel like the cheerleader King Halo gives that, like, yo, if y'all win this, because, like, I'm cheering for y'all, if y'all win, like, this will be your prize. Nice nature. Cheerleader, nice nature. I mean, I had her down for both on her normal outfit. I honestly think she would be a licker here in her cheer outfit. I don't know, I just see that. Ines Fujin? When I think about that, I don't think she'd be either. I think she's a neither. She just doesn't feel like she would do either one of those. I have no idea why, but just didn't get anything from there. Who was that? Megiddo Palmer. Megiddo Palmer, I feel like she would get bamboozled into being a licker. I don't know why. I just feel like that. Oh, I already know where this is going. Okay. First off, where Bride Curran, excuse me, where normal Curran is a licker, that is 100% licked. 100%. That's that, like, come on. Let's just be real with ourselves. Wedding Findmo, I feel like he was just so cheerful and so happy here. I don't think she would do either in that situation. I think she's too focused, and I just don't see her. I don't see her doing that. Either one, especially like in the wedding outfit. Yeah, I just don't see her doing that. Either way, at least not on the wedding day. Inari won, I think. Inari won, yeah, 100%. She just got the licked vibes. She just got the aura like that. Sweet Tosho, I feel like would want to be the licked, but she gives off so much like vibes of just being like the licker that she just kind of gets wrecked. Because it's like, oh, you don't believe in the magic. Actually, if you sit there and you're like, wah, maybe she would be a neither. I think she would want to do one or the other, but then you're like, yeah, I don't believe in magic. Or it's like, you know, it's like it's just very like finicky. I just don't think she would give off either. Actually, yeah, nah, she's neither. Megito Dober camping. No comments, but Megito Dober camping, that was a very interesting one. I'm just gonna be real. The first thing that came to my mind was just licked. I just don't see anything else. Aiki shuttle camping. I think she just gives off the opposite. Where she in one she's like bang pow bang bang bang. Now I think she's like, yo, it's my turn to do the opposite, right? Yeah, I definitely think that. Air Shakur. That is such a funny one because I think for as like rough around the edges that she would be, I think she's a licker. She's got that opposite vibe going on. Now this is just a random animation one, so we're good on that. These are cool, but let's go forward a bit. Okay, here we go. So we have the Commander. What is this called? It is the Commander. Yeah, it's literally Commander Special Week. Let's just be real. I think she's got that aura. She's like, yo, let's go. Like, you know, like a team captain type of deal. If they were doing like team racing, I think that's 100% like Symboli Rudolph like vibe type deal. I mean, Summer Gold Ship, she's doing like some random side quest. Basically, Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, that man be doing everything and anything. Guest appearances in movies. I mean, I don't even know. I think this one is just neither. She's out here fighting a treasure, fighting a giant squid. Like, nah, dude, you just neither on that. I'm gonna be real with you. Summer McQueen, I feel like she finally doesn't get trolled and she gets her vacation away from everyone, and she's just relaxed. She's chill. I think she's fine. Was this Bamboo Memory? It's always the ones that are like her. It's always the ones that are like her. Bamboo Memory. Let me make sure I got the right one. Yeah, she's 100% a licker. Doesn't even matter. That's all I see. Dude, her unique is so cool. Her unique is so cool. Kopano Riki. I think Kopano Riki. Oh, okay, she looks like the Pikachu. Kopano Riki, I feel like, just based off of that, she would probably be both. I don't think she would care either way. She's still a neither to me. I just don't think she would do that. Winning ticket, I think with all the parkour there, I think she's finally like grown up from the special. And I think she's like kind of found a place for herself and for her own. Yeah, it's this one. I think she would be a licker. What is that? Steampunk Narita Taishin? Steampunk Narita Taishin, I feel like, you know, maybe because it's more of a thematic thing, and I feel like we could turn around and really like see something like else. I just feel like she would be licked. I don't know. That's just me though. Bijin. I'm gonna be real. Oh no, I'm gonna be so real with you. Yukino Bijin, I think 100% she's a licker. It's sometimes you just give off a vibe and you just clock it. That's exactly what happened there for me. Oh, this is Seeking the Pearl. Okay, let's just be real. Let's just be real for a second. Seeking the Pearl, like 100%. She's got that ada vibe, but like the mature one that's not the same age as you, or like, you know, one age above, like that actually mature vibe. Literally, the only way that you are stopping this Agnes Digital Halloween version is if you seal her. She's going to the lengths of the world to make sure that she gets her job done. I think, based off of that one, I don't think she's neither. I think she's too scared. I think she's just trying to run away and protect herself. Oh, that's so funny. Let's see. So now we gotta skip ahead a little bit. Okay, here we go. We'll just watch this one more time because it's Doto. She's so adorable. Alright, who do we have next? Aston Machan. Aston Machan, ooh. That, I feel like, is just a little bit tough. I think, just from what I know of her story, it's like a please don't forget me type deal. I think it's a very special case in the sense of she would be both if you remember her. I think she would be both. So don't forget her. Yamanin Zephyr. Wow, okay. I honestly just feel like that's licked. Wow. That, man, that's such a cool unique. That's such a cool unique. I think she would go both here. Where I think her normal one is a licker, I think she would be both. Because, I don't know, that just gives the vibes. Is this a naughty? Yeah, it is. In Naughty 1, what was this? The festival, right? a Naughty One Festival, I think, is licked. Nakayama Festa. I don't think would go for either one. I just don't see her caring, honestly. I think she would just probably be like out playing mahjong, honestly. Wonder Acute. Honestly, this may be odd. As if this whole tier list isn't. I mean, let's just be real. I think Wonder Acute would be both. I think she would just be so super chill with either one that she wouldn't care. I think she'd just be chilling. No, that's both. I think she's like, I think this is just normal Die with Scarlet Amplified. I just don't see it. I just don't see any. I just can't not see both, but amplified. Honestly, I think where Vodka was like the special, I think now in this one I could see her doing both. I'm really happy for her. Congratulations. Zeno Rob Roy. Wow. I mean, I know I've seen these uniques so many times, but I think I think she's just she's off in her own world, man. She don't even care. She don't even care. That was just so like, honestly, I feel like Narita Bryan goes from like, I think it's because she goes from punching the ground to just kind of like, boop, 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 like just spawn some fire, like woohoo, like I just don't see anything from that one. Okay, that one, yeah. She's both now. I think we've moved on from Satono Diamond there. I think she's like big chillin' now. That unique is so cool too. I think the oh here it is. This Satono Diamond, yeah. I think they've both like moved on and now they're like, you know, both. It don't even matter. Don't even matter who. Hoko Tarumae. Hoko Tarumae. You know, I'm not 100% sure what she was saying. I think she was saying don't mind, don't mind. I don't know. I just feel like she would go either way. Don't even matter to her. I'm gonna be 100. I feel like she is a special case where she would normally be the licker, but in very, very specific instances, would she be the licked? Very, very specific instances. Ines Fujin? It is. I just feel like she would be licked. 100%, I don't know why. Oh man, I feel like that service, you know, that service on the house type of deal. I feel like that's just big liquor vibes. Wendy Shinko, I feel like, she would be neither because she would be biting apparently. That's crazy. Twin Turbo, I feel like just based off of that, she gives big liquor vibes. I don't know why. She just does. Mr. CB, I don't know what it was about you, but you're licked. Daiichi Ruby. Now, I don't know much about Daiichi Ruby and Daitaku Helios. The only thing that I've seen is a clip or a moment of Daitaku Helios being like, yeah, I think it's something to do with like she's getting a new training partner, and then it's Daiichi Ruby, and then she's like, oh my god, you're totally my type, will you go out with me? For Daiichi Ruby, and I feel like this would be that instance. This is that very, very, very specific case for Daitaku Helios, and I think it would be for the both of them, just between them two. You know, I don't know anything about Daitaku, or excuse me, about Daiichi Ruby, but I just think that what, based on that clip, based off of that right there, I think like she's that one exception, right? Where like the whole prim and proper type deal, kind of like a McQueen, but instead of being trolled, I think that she would be more so like, oh yeah, Daitaku Helios, that's the one for me type of deal. Symbolic Chris S, I'm gonna be real. Nah, she's licked. Ain't no way she finna do that. Nah. I just don't see that. Megito, wow. Megito Arden. What is that, Ballroom? Yeah, Ballroom Megito Arden. I think is a liquor. I could see, no, I could only just see her being a liquor there. I'm gonna be real. It don't matter how hard you try. You are the original. You just got a new outfit. Who's this? Sakura Laurel. I could see her going both. I could see her being in either position. Either one. Liquor or licked. The Neo Universe. Now this Neo Universe is funny because in my first tier list about the SAO one, I had her in her own tier where she didn't even get logged into the game. She just kind of got bugged out. With this being said though, I think she would be both. I don't think she would care either way. I think she would just be like, okay, I'll do it. Pick either one. And then, but like, not feel happy or sad or feel, you know, whatever. I just don't think she would care, but I think she would do both. Which one is this? Sports Festival. Yeah, let's just be real. I mean, you're the original licked, so it is what it is. Man, where I put the original Mambo as a liquor, I feel like this one is still a liquor. Yeah, I think it's like that. I have no idea who you are. Ishi Miracle. Ishi Miracle, I feel like would be both. I don't know. I feel like depending on the group that she's with, right? With the Uma that she's with, I think she would go either one. Nah, Tanino Gimlet. You have a unique like that, you are 100% licked. I just can't see her being the liquor. As odd as that looks, for some reason she just gives me liquor vibes. Like I just don't know why. I can't explain why. Honestly, I can't explain this whole tier list, but that's just what I got from that. Man, again with this field of flowers, how did we open a church door going into and inside the church door is the field of flowers again? You have nothing for me. I feel like this is so troll for Marvelous Sunday. But I feel like Marvelous Sunday would be both, but more towards the liquor side. I just feel like she just got it like that. I don't know why. Is this Palmer? That's Bamboo Memory. Okay, well, you didn't have me sold until the very end. And then it was just kind of over because that final pose told me everything I needed to know. Like, 100%. She gives the major... Oh, that's Tosin Jordan? Wow. Tosin Jordan on the summer trip. She gives major licked vibe. Major licked. What? Katsuragi Ace. That's a very, like, tough one to put out, but I mean, just based on what I'd seen, like, I don't think she's like too super crazy. Man, that was very odd. I don't get. I got nothing from there. Maybe I could see her being licked, but like, I think that's just more of a neither, honestly. What you mean? No, yeah. So who's that? Sirius Simbale. That is 100% licked. It's 100%. Okay. Which one was this? Agnes Tachyon Summer. Without a doubt, she's like, hey, I got an experiment. Come here. It's just 100%. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's just the colors. Maybe it's the outfit. I don't know. But like, I just think she would be licked. Where the normal Suzuka, I feel like, is just so dead focused. I think now she's in vacation mode, and I think like, I think she's just licked. It's free game. I had seen a picture. I think it was with Bakushin and Narita Top Road. A sunlight hit Bakushin's forehead. It bounced off of Narita Top Roads, and then it bounced back to Bakushin's like clothes, and then it was like burning a hole in it because of their foreheads. Narita Top Road, though, I think she's got that like big like liquor vibe. I just don't I don't know whether it be just like from the movie, whether it just be like from this. I just think she's big licks. Wow, that one is very interesting because one, I got the wrong gold ship here. It should be this one. Two, I think with that one, I think that's more licked. Let me just watch it one more time. But I think that's more licked. Yeah, I think it's more licked. Honestly, for the Project L'Arc Satono Diamond, that one just feels like the licked vibes. I don't know. I don't know. So that was an interesting one. AS Miracle. That one, man, that one was just so super awkward. I feel like that one was a neither. I just felt we was just feeling. I didn't feel no emotion to tell me one way or another on that one. Airshakir Halloween. That one, I feel like now we can say we are lick territory rather than liquor. The Symbolic Chris S. Now that one's gonna be an interesting one. And hear me out. I think right before she like claps and then turns you into a little item or whatever, right? I think she's like, hey, here's your last chance. And then whoever that Uma is, they do the deed and then clapped and then they become an item then. But I feel like that's what would happen for the Halloween Symbolic Chris S. We'll watch that one more time. Like, it was right here. Right when she goes like this and then bang, like that. Yeah. Megiddo Ramonu, I think. Is she a Megiddo? Yeah, she's a Megiddo. Megiddo Ramonu. I think she just gives off the big lick vibes, but I think she would in some cases be the liquor, and I think it's more than just a small set of cases. I think she would be a both. For me, personally. I feel so bad. Well, yeah, she's 100% liquor. She got the tech. I don't know why, but when she was like tapping, dancing, like jumping on the water, Like, I was just like, oh, she got the tech like that, don't she? Okay, 100% liquor vibes. I feel like Kawakami Princess Festival wants to be the liquor, but then somehow ends up being the licked. So I'm gonna put her as the liquor, but sometimes, like, randomly just ends up being licked. But it's just like that. I don't know, like that. That's just what I felt. That's just what I felt. Tap Dance City, yeah. Tap Dance City, she got it like that. Tap Dance City, she 100%. She got the licked vibes. She gives me like Fuji Kiseki vibes, like normal. I don't even know who you are. Mejiro Bright Christmas. I'm gonna be real, you're neither. Okay, you had me the entire way as a liquor, but then I feel like towards the end when she sat down, immediately switched to licked. I think it's both. She was 100% liquor. She sat down, she looked over, she had that. I'm just saying, that's where that switch happened. 100%, she's both. Licked. I don't know. Sometimes you just look at someone and you could just tell, and that's what I got. That's what I got. Several grand. Several grand, a very interesting one. I feel like she would be neither under very, very specific circumstances. I just feel like she would do one or the other though. Like maybe for one, maybe two different Umas. Maybe. I don't have any like particular, but there's something in me that's just like, yo, I'm clocking you. I'm seeing you. There's just something there. You know, I don't know what it is, but I see it. I'm watching you. That's what I feel like with Shovel Grand. For that Kita, this one was the anime collab. I think that's just neither. I think, you know, idol-ish vibes, you know, karaoke-ish vibes. I think we're focused on other things at that point. Nice Nature New Year. That 100% liquor vibes. It wasn't even close. It's like she got caught in the act and she was like, "Hey, please don't tell anybody. Please, nudge, 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 wink, wink. Please don't tell nobody." Like that's just she got caught. Caught in 4K. Man, sometimes you just get that feel. Sometimes you just clock. To me, 100% liquor. I don't know. There's just something about that where I feel like she would just be down with the blah, 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 blah. Who was that? That one was Yukino Bijin Valentine. I want to say neither, but like I feel like it very, very slightly, like, you know, on a scale of 1 to 100, like percentage, I'd say like 1%, 2% goes to liquor, but I just feel like neither on that. Oh, that's so easy. That's so easy. I've seen the licked vibes. You know, sometimes you have that like that overarching like big presence of aura, like vibes of like, yo, we gotta like that. But this one, like, there's a certain type of calm. There's a certain type of strength in the calmness that I feel you can portray and can exude from you. And it's like you don't have to be that super like to be the licked, right? Sometimes you can just be stoic. Is that the word that I'm looking for? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe stoic's not the right word, but I hope that you could kind of see the feel that I'm kind of getting from that one, from the Manhattan Cafe there. Biko Pegasus, more like Power Ranger Pegasus. I don't think we're doing anything there with her. Ikuno Dictis, I only think of her SSR card, where I think we're in a different realm for her. I think this is a special case. I don't think this is the armpit where we had the forehead with Kawakami Princess. I think we're in a different... I think, you know, if you know the card that I'm thinking about, then you know what I'm thinking about. You know, I just don't think that we're there. I don't think she's participating in the same game, you know. We out here playing football, she's over here playing golf. You know, two completely different categories, if you catch my drift. Oh, this is Duramente, right? Yeah, nah. Duramente, that, yep. Bring over, yep. You 100% licked. I don't know who you are, but you're a licker. Let's see, who are you? Transcend. Yeah, she just gives the big licker vibes. Big licks. Minecraft? Minecraft to me didn't really exude anything. I think she's safe. Was that Daiichi Ruby? Oh, that was Daiichi Ruby Ballroom. That one is this blue one, right? Yeah, Daiichi Ruby. Yep. GG. Oh. Oh. So that one was Daitaku Helios Ballroom. Honestly, I feel like she's just big licks vibes on that one. I'm gonna be real. With all respect, I think she's both. That one, I very much like that unique. But two, I also think that she just pops off there. I think she's both. Sounds of Earth, you know, I feel like this is going to be very odd. Because I feel like, you know, you may think she'd be a licked, right? I think she's a licker. I think she's just got that, like... that pompous, like, oh ho ho ho, like sitting on my high horse, but then like you look at him and then it's like, yeah, you 100% a liquor. That's what I feel like from Sounds of Earth. Not gonna lie, was that Yaina Muteki? Okay, so Yaina Muteki here, that one was just like super cool. I just don't think she's either here. I think she's just more of like a like super cool, like, I don't know, just super cool, like a bad A. Like I don't see her doing either one. Like, it is what it is. Okay, look, I think she's going in for the kill. Okay, look, for the Ninja Super Creek, Warfare Super Creek, I think she's trying to get behind the enemy lines, right? I think it's for both this time. I don't think the Boo Boo babies, the Google baby, I think no, this is war. She's out to get either one. It don't even matter. I think that's where she sits at. Agnes Tachyon alt version, aka a version that actually gets neither. I feel like she would have always been one or the other or both, but hey, okay, cool, good on her. North Flight, I believe, is this one. I just feel like, because Big licked, you know, you don't always have to have that, like, that big aura. Sometimes I feel like there is strength and there's power in the quietness and in the stillness, and I think that's what I got. That's what I got from North Flight. King Halo Wedding, man, you know, that one honestly was a very interesting one. I feel like that King Halo Wedding, while I believe most of my King Halos have been licked, I think she would go both. It's like, you know, she still wants to get that licked, but I think Wedding Day special cases type deal. And then I think from there on she would just go on both. Either one. I think yeah. I just feel like Sweet Tosho didn't get her way for licking, and now she's just done. She's big liquor vibes, big licks. Oh yeah, 100%. Jungle Pocket just gives off. Jungle Pocket gives off big liquor vibes, in the sense of, I finally did it! I finally got it! Let's go! Like that I feel like is Jungle Pocket. I think that was Dream Journey. Man, Dream Journey, the type that I think it's you either lick where she's the licked, or it's case closed. It's that's just, it is what it is. I think she is still big liquor vibes. Who was that? That was Palstone Light. Oh, this is someone that I feel like she's an Uma with a mission. I think she's a licker. That's what we're gonna go with. Hoko Tarumae. Hoko Tarumae. I just don't think either. I don't think she's got anything on that one, personally. I'ma be real. Asian Flash Summer, the beach, whatever one. What are they calling it here? The summer trip. 100% like. I think she gives off the lick vibes. Gentle Donna, I don't even need to watch hers to know that she's licked vibes. She's just. Let's just be real. She's waiting. She's waiting for it to happen. Gentle Donna, the goat. Like, look at this. I think. Ooh. Oh, hold on. I think there may be special cases and special instances where she might be the licker, but I don't think that it's once in a lifetime type of deal. You know, very, very, like, if you said that she did it, he is denying it to her grave. That is something that did not happen. That's how, like, special of a case it would have to be, but I think I could see her doing it one time for the one time type deal. But in every other case, 100% licked. Zeno Rob Roy. The books. I don't know much about a lot of things, but I feel like you got to be careful. You got to be careful. If they about that book life, you got to be careful, because I feel like very easily she could be both. Very easily could be both, and you would never know it. And that's the thing that you got to be careful about. That one's very interesting. Neo Universe. That one, I feel like she's both. Not in a, like, hiding it type of vibe, but, like, again, I think the way that Fukukitaru kind of, like, amplifies it from the full armor, I feel like this kind of just amplifies it. It's like, now we're grounded and we still don't care. Like, hey, you want to go half C's? Like, you know, you get your time, I get my time type deal. Like, I just don't think she would care. I think she's just big chillin'. Ooh, Cesario. You had me thinking that you were going to be the licked. And then the very end immediately switch. It's that front facing, like, oh yo, we're super hard, we're bad to the bone. But then, like, behind closed doors, we're like, oh, like, type deal. That's what she had me as. Durandal. I mean, I think it's, we're getting this quest done, we're saving the princess, we are doing whatever, right? By any means necessary. And any means necessary means we're going either way. We're going, it's licker be licked world, and I think she's taken both. I think for seeking the pearl, I think she is a licked. Yeah, I think that one felt more licked than anything. Yeah, yeah. The one time Maya no Top Gun, you're not beating the allegations here. You're a licker. Yeah, I think she's actually licker vibes here. I have no idea who you were. Bubblegum Fellow. Honestly, I think I can see you being both. I think you got the tech. You got some kind of hidden tech there, and I think you're big chillin'. No, you're licked 100%. You're not about that blah, 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 life. Narita Taishin, what is this? Mecha? Narita Taishin Mecha. You know, I thought we were gonna be like super about that life, but you're both. You're both. I have no idea. Air Messiah. Air Messiah gave me nothing, and that's fine. Not the top road here, I feel like is by any means necessary. I don't know why, but that's the vibe that I got there. You know, Ayabe, what was this? Christmas Ayabe, I think? Yeah, Christmas Ayabe, 100% licked. 100% licked. Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's the princess that they're going to rescue, Durandal and all them. That's the one. I feel like, who was that? Win Variation. She saw the light, and she knew that it's okay to be a licker. Totally okay. Big licked vibes. She said, "We're going to war. Do it or else." Bang, bang, bang. Who was that? Mr. CB? Wow. That was pretty cool. That was a pretty interesting animation. I think she's got it like that. I think she's still running the licked vibes. Katsuragi Ace, I feel like, would be both. I feel like she would want to be licked, but I don't think she would care either way. Marazensky gives the big, like, licked energy. Like that, like, be healed, licked and be healed. Like, I don't know. That's I don't know. That's just what I see. Furioso, an interesting one. I honestly don't think she is either. If she was something, I think she would probably be Liquor, just based on like her outfit type deal. But I don't really think she would be either one. Who was that? Aston Machan Valentine. Aston Machan Valentine, this one ain't gonna be forget because, or excuse me, she won't be forgotten because she's a Liquor. You got the Liquor vibes. I'm gonna have to watch that one again. Well, this is Aston Machan, so here we go. I feel like I saw this windmill more than I did her. I don't really have anything for that one. I don't know who you are. Umamusume Tsuyoshi. But I can tell you, you have big lick vibes. Big liquor vibes. Or Febre. Or Fev. Let's just be real. We already know she's licked. Is this Gran Allegria? I feel like Gran Allegria would be both. I have no idea why, but I just feel like she would go both. Liquor or licked. Okay. No reason. For no reason at all. Is gonna be both. Because I do think she'd be like, oh, I tried it once. Ain't no way. Actually, on second thought, and then goes back and then like would do either. Like, I could see both. I could see liquor and licked. Who was that? That was Tap Dance City Ballroom. I honestly feel so trolled because I got nothing from that. Kind of funny. Tanino Gimlet Ballroom, I think, is both. I think she's actually more liquor vibes than anything, though. Who was that? Sirius Symboli, the Twinkle Legends. Oh, that's cool. I think for Sirius Symboli, very funnily enough, I think this is one of those ones where they're rough on the outside, but super soft on the inside. I think she's a liquor. I don't think we even need to ask about this. Fenomeno is 100%. Not even a question. She's getting the pitties licked. And so it has happened. She said, look, check this out. She said, keep it on the DL. She said, check this out. Don't say anything. Don't tell nobody. Now, who is this? Kopano Ricky Parade. Kopano Ricky Parade, I feel like, would probably be more licked than anything, but I think she would be both. I think she would be both, more than just one or the other. Not gonna lie, Versina here. Let me make sure that this is the right one. Yeah, Versina, big liquor vibes. I don't even know why, but she, sometimes I don't need a reason. Sometimes I just what they feel like. Circulating, let's see, Love's Only You, yeah. Love's Only You, I do believe is gonna be both. I just kind of don't see her, like, being just one. I think she would be, like, it is in the name. It's in the name, right? Love's Only You. You know, she would probably do either one, and that's okay. Mijito Ramonu Wedding. I think she would be licked. I think she would be licked. Cesario, right? I feel like she'd be a licker here. I don't know why, but big licker vibes. Chronogenesis, for some reason, I think she's both. Because I feel like she would go either way. I think I don't know, just even based off of her unique. Like, I can't tell if maybe, like, we're looking all throughout history and something like that, maybe. I don't know, but I think she's got it like that. I think she's got it like that. That Gold City, deserted island, I just feel like Gold City just doesn't do the licking. I don't think she licks. I just don't. Now this, I believe, was Ines Fujin, right? That Ines Fujin, I think you could make an argument for her being both. Just based on the outfit and, like, I could see her being both. Minecraft alt version, I believe, is who that was. I 100% think she's licked. I just don't see her doing that. Fusaichi Pandora. I don't know why, but she just gives me liquor vibes. She just looks like she would be the liquor. She looks like she's about that life. Come on now. Who was that? Satono Crown. You had me going. I thought that she was gonna be the licked, and then she turned around and hit you with the big bouquet of flowers. Yeah, nah. You gonna be both. It don't even matter. Think I think it's very much amplified version of the normal. Like, she would be either, but she's just so shy about it, and it's like, ah, like, yeah, no, I think it's that. Who was that? That was Vivalos Summer. I think more so than not, I think she would be a liquor, but I could very easily see her being both, because I think she still gives off more liquor vibes than she does non-licks. I'm gonna be real. Still in Love, I believe is her name, right? Yeah, Still in Love. Yeah. You better hope. You better hope that you do whatever it is that she wants, right? If she wants the licked or if she wants to be the liquor, it don't even matter. You better make sure. You better make sure. Otherwise, you go you gonna have some problems. You know what I'm saying? Very special case because she's gonna be both. But I don't know. She just feels like that special case. What was that? Hishi Miracle, I believe. Alt version. That one, I feel like just wasn't really there. Oh, that's okay. Who was that? That was KS Miracle. The alt version, I think. Oddly enough, I feel like that's like liquor vibes. I think there's something to do with like... Actually, on second thought, maybe that's not. I feel like that's licked vibes. I take that back. Oh, we got that Gyaru delinquent type vibes. Yeah, you know we hitting both on that. Oddly, very, very interestingly enough, Believe, I don't think was anything. I don't think she would be partaking, if you will. The Akebono, what is this? Halloween Akebono, I feel like would probably be licked more than liquor. Yeah, I think she's more licked. Yeah, Marvelous Sunday, it ain't even anything against you. I just feel like you're both. I just feel like she's got the both energy here just resonating. And it'd just be so funny. Oops, too far. So now we're on Toast and Jordan Halloween. Very interestingly enough, I don't think that's either one. I feel like you could make an argument for licked, but I don't think she's there. She just doesn't give those vibes. Ah, Dansu Flame. Dansu Flame. Yeah, you're 100% licked. I just don't see you being silly enough or like serious enough to be about that liquor life. Transcend Onsen. Oddly enough, I just don't think she cares. I think she's just chilling. Wonder Acute, right? Yeah, Wonder Acute Onsen. Maybe I'm off the mark on this one. I feel like she has that dignified, noble, like instead of like Mimi, like type of like tech. I feel like she's got that like very high etiquette for the licking. Buena Vista. I'm gonna be honest with you, I gotta watch that again because I don't really think I've. In a way that there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't think she was either one. Oh, 100%. Let me make sure I got the right one. We're looking at Nakayama Festa Christmas. 100%. She is laughing, she is trolling you, and she is getting licked. 100%. This is Dream Journey? Dream Journey. Oh, I think she would be both. I could see her going either way for, you know, especially with the way that she had the drink. I feel like it's just the flavor of the day, flavor of the night. You know, does she want to go one or the other? I think it would be both. I think it could be interesting. What do you mean I can't lick him? Give him here! I gotta go beyond! Yeah, no, that's Christmas, or the anime oguri. What was that, stay gold? How about stay doing nothing, I guess? Actually, let me just take one more look. One more look. I feel like he's on a mission to find the one true lick. She's gonna be the licker, but she's looking for the one, like the holy grail, if you will, the holy armpit. She's looking for that. We playing Beyblades now? That's crazy. That's pretty cool. Who was that? I know that was Ikuno Dictus New Year. Ikuno Dictus New Year. I mean, when you got it like that, you got it like that. She's licked, 100%. I feel like for that last one, we had Sakura, Laurel, New Year. I feel like whatever it is that the other person wants, that's what she would do. Now, this is everything that we have. Of course, I don't have it for these 4 here, but let me know, what do you think? Do you agree with this tier list? Should this tier list have never been done? Is it so cursed that it's just like, why? And honestly, I wouldn't blame you for that. If you enjoy the tier list, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more Umamusume, roguelikes, any gacha games, any anime, any other topics that I may be interested in the future. If you want to see more content from me, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you, potentially, in the next one. Peace!